Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Don't sit in the bushes. Come on in. Say hello. Come on in. Snap. Come on in and say hello. Somebody brakes is bad. Oh, she got some bad brakes. And she's gonna have an accident. Come on in and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, I wanted to go live earlier during my walk, but the rain had, okay, you pull off a little abruptly. I wanted to go live and talk about, I actually had something I wanted to talk about during my walk. But hey Terry, how you doing, beautiful? Talk about
prepare to turn left.
Something I had watched, but it had started raining, and then I got sidetracked by something this morning, right? I'm not going to apologize for my actions today, because at the end of the day, when it comes to my family is my heart. At the end of the day, I don't know about anybody else's family. Okay, I need to turn right here.
Now, turn
At
left.
the end of the day, I don't know about anybody else, but my family is my heart, and I will protect my family at all costs. To include, I will go to jail for my family. I'm sorry. I don't know about anybody else, but my family is my heart, okay? They are my heart, and I will protect them. You know, especially if my family don't bother nobody. And my husband is my king, regardless. But I'm not finna even address that, because I addressed that earlier. And it is what it is. And I would not ever apologize for my actions when it comes to my family. That's it, and that's all. I said what I said, and I meant exactly what I said. But what I want to talk about was yesterday.
You will reach your destination in a quarter of a mile.
I had seen, I told y'all we had some fish fries to go and attend, give some support donations to. I had seen I don't know whether y'all know about the Central Park.
Your destination
5.
is on the right.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to, y'all. I'm coming to y'all. That's what I'm coming to y'all. Yeah, I'm coming to y'all. Now, why y'all up in this little cut? Don't know. But the Central Park 5. I don't know whether y'all heard about that or know about that. That took place in 1989. But oh God, I got to back in. This is gonna be ugly. This is about to hold on. This is about to be ugly. Okay. And you would run across. Oh, this is about to be ugly. That took place in 1989, where those 5 teenagers, it was was accused of a crime that they did not commit, and they did time, and the actual person that did it, he okay, this is good right here. He confessed to the crime in 2002. In 2003, those men had decided, those men had sued the mayor, was not going to, did not want to pay those men for the restitution that they rightfully deserve. And when the new mayor came in, had awarded those guys. And what caught my attention was the actual confession, the interrogation. Y'all hold on for 1 minute. I'm finna run over here and drop some money off to them, to these young ladies out here. I give them $30. I give them 40. These the girls that I actually literally support, the ones that's doing the that we're gonna go out and do that's doing the college over here. They actually selling fish. The plates are only $7, but I'm gonna give them some more money for it, because July is the big event for them to go out there to that college. So I'm gonna give them some more money. Give me a second. I'm gonna run over here and just drop off some money to them. All right, so we back. Now we got one more pit stop to make, and we are good. And that's to, y'all have to excuse me because I don't know how to get back. Do we even got this address in here? I don't even think I got this address in here. No. Let me put this in there. Yeah, they will be doing the July thing that we have to go up there for. Oh, I could use that address. All right.
The route is being calculated. Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Okay, I have to go back out that way. For the fish fry. So I gave my donations out for the day. Now we're going to get a tire, because my tire is in. But yeah, the mayor, when they sued for, being falsely incarcerated, because when they did the DNA and the sperm on those guys and it didn't come back theirs, they still was prosecuted. But when the guy that actually did it confessed, and and he said, hey, I did this, and he gave detailed accounts on the attack and stuff and all this stuff. And the female jogger that was attacked, was 12 days in that coma, and they didn't expect her to live, and they gave her the last did the last rites on her and all that stuff. And then she ended up coming out of that coma 12 days later and stuff. Hey, storyteller, beautiful, how you doing? And she ended up coming out of it. And what happened with her, during she did make progress, for the progress that she did make and stuff and everything, and end up going back to work. Well, that mayor, even though he knew those boys would win that case, this is the issue that came when the new mayor came in, and he went on ahead and awarded them that $41 million. And then in what was it? I believe it was 2003, when they sued again for $52 million more and stuff. My thing was, why, when the DNA came back, those teenagers were still prosecuted and stuff? It wasn't until I actually had seen the interrogation. And what caught my attention was the interrogation of Corey Wise. And sitting there looking at that interrogation of him is what really blew my mind. Because clearly you can tell he was not at a full mental capacity when they was interrogating him. And to interrogate him the way they did was really wrong. But then it made me wonder how many convictions have been done when it came to kids of his caliber. And when you look at the Innocent Project, the Innocent Project have over 200, I think it's 230 or 250 cases that have been done.
Prepare
where
to turn right.
Innocent people have been falsely convicted that fell within that category. It was in New York. It was in New York.
Please
back in
turn
19
right in a quarter of a mile.
right, back in 1989. That case was widely publicized back in 1989, 1990. That case was widely publicized.
Now turn right.
And they actually had their record expunged. I mean, everything wiped clean from it. Hey, Beverly Palmer, how you doing? How are you doing? I just didn't I didn't quite understand that at all. You know, it was just really astounding to me. You know, it really was. I just really couldn't. I really couldn't believe it. At the end of the day, I really, really, truly couldn't believe it, because there are, if I'm not mistaken, 11 states that actually does recording within their state when it comes to recording in the interrogation room. I don't agree when it comes to interrogating kids. At some point in time, when was they gonna realize they was interrogating minors? Where was the parents? Children are not well informed when it comes to the law, when it comes to due process, when it comes to a lot of things. They're not well informed on that at all. I'm not quite understanding that. Period. It blew my mind. It really did. It blew my mind. If you haven't watched it, you really should watch it. It is just something. It really is just something. You really, 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 really should watch it. At the end of the day, it's on Netflix. Most of all, before you even actually watch it, watch the interrogation first. I'm going to tell you, if you have it's going to anger you. It's going to break you down. It's emotionally, you're going to feel all kinds of emotions. I'm not going to lie to you when it comes to that. Watch the interrogation. All kind of thoughts was going through my mind when I had seen it. I really, to tell you the truth, really a lot was going through me at the end of the day. Because just looking at it, it's almost like I wanted to go back in time and just swoop him up and say, I'm here to protect you. Sam Francis, beautiful, how you doing? I really laugh out loud. I think I'm the only one without Netflix. You need to get it. Netflix, you know, they're bringing a lot to Netflix when it comes to, you know, a lot of things that has taken place. I think I'm more, you know, I think more when it comes to that. Terry, I promise you, it seems like Netflix is bringing more to it. At first, Hulu Plus was bringing more, and Netflix was falling off. But Netflix has really stepping its game up. I mean, really has stepping their game up a whole lot, and it has taken that right there. Took me for a loop. It really did. It took me for a loop, and I don't know, because my daughter, she had sat there and she had called me. She said, hey, you need to watch this. And I kept asking her. I say, all right, I remember hearing about it back then, and I didn't know they had made a a series about it and stuff and everything. And I was telling her, I said, well, give me some idea about it. And my daughter said, no, I really want you to watch it. And she said, clear your mind when you watch it. So when I had watched it, right, it threw me for a loop. The interrogation, I had to actually watch the documentary, and it threw me for a loop. I can literally say it did throw me for a loop. I was not expecting that at all. So I would suggest, have a very clear mind, clear thinking when it comes to it. And have a clear thinking when it comes to it. Because I just really wanted to put my arms around him and protect him at the end of the day. A lot was going on back then, and a lot is going on now. You have to really be careful with how you word and say things now when it comes to that particular type of situations and situations like that here on YouTube, because of how things have been changed or have changed within the guidelines when it comes to situations like that on YouTube, shall I say. Let's just say those kids did not get a fair deal. Injustice sucks, period. But
you will reach your destination in a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, I know. Let me turn you off. I wasn't going to you. I was actually going to the place to get my tires. So I didn't need you. I just needed to get back on this road. You can't really talk about justice per se, period. But it sucks. And it sucked for those kids. It did. Because they did not get a fair shake at all. I'm trying to word it in such a way so that it does not violate such guidelines in a way that I stay within the guidelines and not pushing what they consider a agenda. The police department should have realized when it came to interrogating that he was 16, so I would say that baby. Just listening to him talk, that his speech, something wasn't right. And they should have picked up on that. But due to the circumstance of the attack, they was not concerned with that. They was more concerned with, we got you. We're going to prosecute you. That's it, and that's all. They was not concerned with the DNA was not a match. They was not concerned with the sperm collected from those babies was not a match. Due to the fact that Corey Wise was 16, he received a higher punishment versus the other 4 boys who received the same punishment. That wasn't fair at all. At all. That was not fair at all. So the bulk of their years was lost. But I can say, due to what had taken place once they got out, 4 of them left, 1 didn't. And even after watching, I got to come back up. How, what, when, where, how, snap, crackle, pop. Due to the fact that even after listening to him, I just wanted to reach out and grab him when he said, "This is my home." And just, it just, I don't know. I don't know. And you mean to tell me interrogating him, they didn't see something wasn't right? I just could not understand that at all. I really couldn't, you know. And I realized that in that area, in that park, that it was a lot of crime going on. What they say, 30 teenagers was doing crime in that area. But as I was listening to that interrogation, and he was saying, well, yeah, he did this and he did that, automatically it had screamed they had already coerced them into saying who did what. And you know how easy it is to sit there and scare boys like that into saying, if you don't say this, you don't say that, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you. You know how easy that is? That is too easy. It is entirely too easy. That's just entirely too easy. I just didn't agree with that at all. I really didn't. I'm sorry. I just didn't agree with that. Stuff like that just, I don't know. Because if it, right. Yeah, the judge should have corrected that too, but I just look at a lot of things, and the way I was looking at it, I was looking at it as they looked at, I'm sorry, y'all. We finna take a walk in here too, because I'm up here, my tire in. I had to look at it as the victim. I had to look at the circumstance of the case and the fact that they didn't even expect her to make it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I looked at it all. Looked at it all. Hold on, y'all. Sure did. So, no, it was just too much going on. Entirely too much. Oh no. But I'm just glad justice was done. Really, to tell you the truth, I am so glad. Yeah, it is. It's really crazy. It really was. It was crazy, crazy. I should let my husband do this, because I don't have no patience for this right here. So they open tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have no patience for this right here. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, this right here I don't have no patience for. Yeah. No, I don't have. There's only one person working the front. Yeah.
Your call
No.
is very important to us. Please hold on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available associate.
When you say tilt over, it rings before, so I have to figure that see if I show that somewhere.
Okay. Well. Oh, we facing the other way. Y'all ain't even looking at me. Oh, y'all wasn't even looking at me. No.
Thank you for your patience. We will be with you shortly.
Okay, I'll come back up here tomorrow. Yep, nope. Ain't got no places for that. Nope. Yeah. Ain't got no places for that. I'll come up here and get my tie tomorrow. Yeah, nah, I ain't got. I'm sorry. I ain't got no places for that. I'm sorry, I ain't got no places for that one. Y'all gotta bear with me on that one. I just really don't have no places for that. Yeah, nah. I just don't have no places for that. Yeah, he laughing and all that stuff on the telephone. I ain't got no places for all that. No. That was just too much work for me. Oh, thank you. You so nice. This one right here was you so nice. This car right here was a jackass. You been there, done that? I'm sorry. I just don't have no patience for that. I can't do all that. You know? Oh, they got a funeral procession. But I just thought I that's what I wanted to talk about, and I got thrown off about that. And me and my husband, while we was working out, this morning, and I was talking to him about it, and he said he had remember when that had happened, when they had when it was on the news about it. And unfortunately, it's sad to say that there should be a law when it comes to interrogation, and recognizing a learning disability, a mental defect when you're interrogating. Because my thing is, you should know something is wrong. You really should. And you mean to tell me they didn't know? I knew that. Even when he was talking, I picked up on that. I'm sorry. I was just like, I really was flabbergasted when I had seen that, and it just hurt me watching that one. But at the end of the day, if a lot of people have not seen it, they really should watch it. And they will actually see that there was no justice there. But that guy was already on serving a life term. And due to the fact that the statute of limitation had already run out, they could not even prosecute him when he confessed. Ain't that something? Where do we do that at? So he waited to confess. Right, voices do need to be heard. So he waited until the statute of limitation ran out to come out and confess and say, hey, those 5 boys did not do it. Hey, you know you're in the wrong. You know you're in the wrong. Sorry, you did not have the right of way. He waited until the statute of limitation ran out. Because 2002, the statute of limitation had ran out. And then he made that confession. Where we do that at? That's crazy. Ain't never seen nothing like that. And there should be a law or something passed when that happened. Because ain't that's what happened with the Emmett Till? He played the system. Ain't that's what happened with the Emmett Till? Didn't she do a deathbed confession? But he had already lost his life. That's crazy. Some things you can't go into grave detail and sit there because it's like, I want to say a whole lot, but you can't say a whole lot in case a lot of people hadn't even realized, on certain stuff, because certain stuff you just can't address. Certain stuff you just can't say. Certain stuff you just can't go into details about. And you just can't get all emotional and just say exactly what you really feel, which sucks. So you can only have a telephone conversation and say how you really feel at the end of the day. So I'll just say, hey, maybe one day, maybe, just maybe one day, there won't be a such thing as a statute of limitations when it comes to confessions like that. Maybe just one day, when DNA is taken and it does not match, innocent people won't go to jail and serve over half their life. Maybe, just maybe, one day, interrogations will recognize it is not right to interrogate minors who does not know the law, or lawyer. That one word stops everything. BYP, how you doing, beautiful? Elaine Smart, how you doing, beautiful? I mean, maybe, just maybe. I'm just saying. Maybe one day these laws that people think is new, they'll actually see been around way before you and I, way before our mothers and fathers, our grandmothers and grandfathers, their mothers and fathers. And their mothers and fathers. And that all they did was just take the ones that was inactive, rewritten some words and call them new. Maybe one day the system might just actually start working in a better way. Until then, what you see is what you're getting. Because those young men did not have to spend over half their life in prison when they had finally caught the actual guy and had him locked up on a life sentence. And he waited till the statute of limitation ran out to do a confession, to let the system know they had the wrong 5 men. 41 million, 52 million, 100 million ain't enough to get back what they lost. Sorry. Wiping the slate clean, erasing records, exoneration ain't enough to get back what those young men lost. Sorry. Those babies went through public humiliation because they'll always be known as the Central Park 5, and that's something that'll never change because their story will always be out there, and that did not have to happen. Right, defamation, a whole lot. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just can't get past that interrogation that I had seen. I'm sorry, I just couldn't get past that. That did a lot, because I immediately thought about what the interrogation looked like when Emmett Till was interrogated, tried, convicted, and killed. What the interrogation looked like of many other young men, teenagers, young boys who was innocent. But to actually see that one could only tell you what all the other ones may have looked like. I'm sorry. It just does a lot to a person, you know? Right, right. So when I seen his interview and seeing him, when they say, well, why did you stay in New York? And he said, this is my home. I immediately thought, wow, after all that you have gone through, everybody, all the rest of the other young men, they left. But you still consider everything that you have gone through your home. No, I'm sorry. I think I would have got up and got as far away, probably out of the country, and never looked back. It is time to educate. It's been time to educate. It's been time to educate for a long time. But unfortunately, due to a lot of circumstances and a lot of things that have happened, that has happened, that is happening, and that's going to happen, educating consists of free will and free speech, which has now been limited. And you no longer have that anymore, because you have to go by certain, you have to tailor it towards guidelines now. So you have to pick and you have to pick the words very carefully and very wisely as to speak in such a way that people will actually understand without it pointing towards any certain cause. If that made any sense. Dream Seeker, how you doing, beautiful? And I don't think a lot of people have realized that that has taken place now. I don't think nobody has realized that taking place. A lot of things has taken place, and you have to be very careful at how you speak and how you word it now. So that's why I say people have to, sexist, how you doing, beautiful? You have to get woke and stay woke, you know? You got to get woke and stay woke. That's it. You got to get woke, and you got to stay woke when it comes to, what's going on around you. If you don't get woke and stay woke, I'm sorry, you're going to be lost all day, every day. At the end of the day, you're going to have to do it. If it, I seen a upload, and I'll have to go back and look at that upload, and I'm gonna come back and talk about that upload, because they pointed out on some things that was very interesting to me. With the way the world is changing, with the way everything is changing around us, if you don't start embracing now, you're going to find yourself behind. And I mean really behind. It's a lot of things getting ready to make changes. It's a lot of things that's changing. And it's changing real fast. You too, Beverly. There's a lot of things that's changing, and it's changing really, really fast. When I say really fast, when it comes to those innocent boys, all the way down from those innocent boys who injustice was being done, all the way down to body cams, all the way down to interrogation, all the way down. I mean, it's only one way, just to come out and see it and just say forget it. All the way down to body cams, all the way down to corruption, just all the way around. You know, the society is jacked up. For every conversation is dissected to meet other interpretation. You're right. Exactly. Everything it's just like, when I sit there and say, my goodness, it's always something in the news. It's always something. Always. All the way down to that baby being killed, the mother knowing something, the cricket behind activists, to the boys being falsely accused, all the way down to that man who died because the officer had his knee on his neck. Come on now. To bodies being stuffed with newspapers. Really? Elections being rigged. Come on. It's right there. Everything been displayed right there in front of us. And it's just going to keep getting worse. So you don't get woke and stay woke. You're going to miss your boat. You're going to wonder, well, when did all this happen? But on that note, y'all have a wonderful and safe weekend. If you are in these states that got these hurricanes that's coming in, this constant, consistent rain, I said it yesterday, stock up on all the things that you need. You know, water. Make sure you're stocking up all the essential things. Don't be the ones getting caught out there, and then you the ones that's out there that need all this assistance and this help. Because right now, as it stands, assistance and help might not be conducive for, hey, Showtime, my big brother, oh my God. You know, assistance and help might be scarce for you. Because as it stands, hey, it's every man for his own now. Okay? So get out there while you can, while it's in the stores and all that stuff, and start doing what you can to secure your houses and stuff, because it looked like we might have a bad hurricane this year, followed by some bad tornadoes this year. For those that's out there in them states that got them earthquakes, I've been seeing in the news a lot of earthquakes that's coming in very hectic, very heavy, very bad, all that. You know, get out there and do what you need to do to make sure you got your all the good stuff that you need, you know, canned goods, you know, for those of y'all that stuff that you need and stuff and everything. Hey, honey lot, beautiful, how you doing? Get out there and get all that stuff that you need, you know, all that essential stuff that you need, because Don't wait till it's too late and then you got to go out there and you have to make a call and say, hey, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. Because people ain't going to be so inclined to give you what you need or help you out with what you need when now is the time to get out there and get the stuff that you need. This ain't a giveaway. This ain't well, I'll come to YouTube and try to get it. You know, June is worst months for are the bad months for you. You know, coming into October is the fall months for you. You know, January is the winter months for you. Start preparing yourself during the off times, and then you'll already be prepared for those times and stuff. This is just tidbit information for you. But other than that, y'all go ahead and enjoy y'all weekends. Stay safe and all that stuff, because I got some stuff to take care of when it comes to this weekend and stuff. Like I said, I would not apologize for my earlier video. No, I would not. Not gonna do it, because at the end of the day, my family is just that. My family. It is that. And I will take a bullet for my family. I will go to jail for my family, but I will protect my family at all motherfucking costs. And I mean that. I will protect them just like my family will protect me at all motherfucking costs. At the end of the day, y'all have a blessed one.